Time for the word on Wall Street. Top investors watching your money. Joining me right now is CIC Wealth Executive Vice President Malcolm Ethridge. We're talking about the macro story here because we've had such supply shortages, Malcolm, but that's the very reason that the Federal Reserve has said over and over that inflation is temporary. What's your take on the macro story? We've got a recent rise in COVID cases. We've got vaccine mandates. Travel industry we thought was coming back, but then we saw a slowdown there as well. You're optimistic, right?
I wish we could be as optimistic as Dennis, but we do see positives to the travel story long term. We see great opportunity to get in, obviously at a discount compared to last year even and years before. And one way that we're looking at the travel industry is it's directly linked to vaccinations, one, but also the resurgence of Delta and whatever it spawns into. Because what we're seeing is a trend where every single time bad news about the virus comes out, the travel stocks take a hit again. If you look at just last week, you had Hyatt and Marriott and Hilton, all 3-4% losses in just 1 week when we saw Delta become even more significant with the level of hospitalization. So it's been directly linked this entire time to whatever is going to happen with the virus. So the last thing the travel industry needs is for the virus to spawn and become, some other mutation now, Lambda or whoever else is just going to hold it back even further. But where we are encouraged is that we know that once the world gets back to whatever normal becomes, people are going to be looking to travel even more than they are right now. And we're having an issue where airlines are oversupplied, they're overselling, their tickets and such. And so people want to travel now, even with Delta being a thing, with testing being back and being required before you can take that trip you wanted to take, with prices being higher, than they've been in a couple of years. So we do know that folks will want to travel in meaningful numbers once this thing gets behind us. And so it's a great time to be locking in your travel stocks for discount prices, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly one of the few places that you could really see transparency in terms of that pent-up demand. People want to get out there. We'll see.